Almost every stroke survivor I've worked with has dealt with this problem, comparing their stroke recovery journey to someone else's. And while it's a very natural thing to want to compare ourselves to others to see how we measure up, in stroke recovery, it is one of the most unhelpful things you can do. So why is comparison so detrimental to stroke recovery? Well, strokes impact people very differently. There are no stroke survivors who look exactly alike. And the way that a stroke impacts someone depends on a multitude of different factors, like where in the brain a stroke happens, the severity, the type of stroke someone has, the level of support that someone gets from family and friends, financial status, where someone lives, and their access to resources. While there are common side effects of a stroke, like one-sided weakness, balance, and aphasia, there are no two stroke survivors that have the exact same experience. Now, this can cause problems when comparing stroke recovery journeys for two different reasons. The first is that you are not as far along in your stroke recovery journey as someone else. And the second is that you're doing really well, making a lot of progress, but you feel guilty because others aren't. So that first issue of not being as far along in your journey as someone else is can actually cause your progress to slow or halt. If you've asked yourself the question, well, why should I even bother? I'm never going to be as good or progress as far as this person is. You lose motivation and determination if you feel like you're trapped or stuck at one point and that you won't ever get any better. And now to the second point, that you are doing really well but maybe feel guilty that others aren't. This means that you may actually limit sharing your victories and your wins with others because you feel guilty about them. And this can actually slow your progress too, because sharing helps to positively reinforce the progress that you're making on your journey. We feel really good when we share positive things in our life, and it can help us to feel more motivated or challenge us to do even more. So let's answer the big question. What can you do about this comparison problem? Well, you flip the script. Instead of comparing your recovery journey to someone else's, you compare yourself to yourself, because you are the only one who you can accurately measure up against. And how do we do this? Well, we do this with a daily win journal. And this is something that you will write in literally every day, and you will document what things you feel like were a win or a victory for that day. You date it, write down what you did and why you think it's a win. And this doesn't have to be a hugely time-consuming project either. You can grab a journal and keep it in your bathroom and write when you're on the toilet. Or maybe you keep it in the kitchen and write in it while you make coffee. Or perhaps you keep it on a bedside table and write in it just before you go to sleep. If you have trouble writing, you can use apps like Voice Memo for iPhone or Voice Recorder for Android phones to dictate your wins. But using a daily win journal is going to give you hard data about the progress that you're making. You can pick it up or listen and compare your entries a month apart. Look at what's different and measure your progress that way. And I am also going to leave a link down in the description below to a free daily win journal page template that Post-Stroke has created that you can print off and start using for free today. All right, everyone, that's it for today. If you feel comfortable sharing, leave me a comment down below and let me know what your experiences have been like with comparison in your own stroke recovery journey. As always, I'm leaving a link down in the description below if you would like to sign up for the email list, and that gets you free stroke recovery tips and motivational emails every week, as well as a free copy of my ebook, The Stroke Recovery Pocket Guide. And if you are able and you find value in what we do, please consider donating to Post-Stroke, either via PayPal for a one-time donation, or become a Patreon member, which can get you some cool perks like social media shoutouts and Q&A videos. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.